apart from build versus buy, when we talk about the applications and really the commercially off-the-shelf software being available, Oracle actually goes right from storage systems to servers, to middleware, databases, applications, analytics, BI, and all these kind of spaces. So we also operate as most multinational companies, we operated in, and let me possibly give you the public sector experience. In public sector, we've operated at federal, state, local level in countries like US, in Europe. We've operated in India. We're working with more than 20 state governments. We're working with across multiple ministries at a central level as well. So I kind of want to broaden the question to more what's been our learnings around these e-governance implementations or experiences. So I kind of categorize this into three different parts. One is really the infrastructure, right? And clearly with newer and newer technologies, newer and newer models emerging, and let me name a few. Cloud, and I think you touched upon cloud. Legacy systems which are in play in a lot of applications when it comes to government actually don't have a role. But really, the infrastructure should be modern so that these have a role to play, right? Or for that matter, security. Security needs to be integrated into this infrastructure because really if security is not integrated, you don't have a trusted system. And really your stakeholders will really not trust the whole ecosystem, right? So to me, one is really the infrastructure. Second is really around simplification of business processes, making them more efficient. And that's where we touch upon areas like grid computing or areas like virtualization. So these are the places where I think these areas become important so that you utilize the resources more and more effectively. And to me, having some sort of a services-oriented architecture or a services delivery architecture where you have a common data store, which, I mean, today if you take a lot of government implementations, you have partial records across multiple departments, right? So it's important to kind of bring in data stores which are common across departments or within departments or across departments in a state, right? So to me, that second area becomes very, very critical. And third, I think what you touched upon is really build versus buy. And the section where really the applications plays there, or the section where the analytics plays there, where it's important to bring in these sort of systems where accountability becomes important. And to me, again, I think, and that's a good debate of build versus buy, as to are there softwares which are already available? You're future-proofing your investment in technology or applications, where there are investments going in for the future, and you're building components, and I think my colleague would agree here, where you're building components and ensuring that the applications which have come out today serve you for the future as well, right? So I think these are three areas which I would build in. To summarize what's been our experience, I would kind of sum it up in what's the impact you're creating for the citizens and your stakeholders, right? And that possibly is the summary of our learning. And let me kind of quote a few instances for this. And I mean, like others, we also have certain non-disclosure pieces, but I thought I'll pick up a few where the accountability or impact becomes extremely critical in measuring these applications. So a few of them which come to my mind are really how we increase the payment revenue in AICTE by around 200% by putting in Oracle systems, right, or technology systems. Or for that matter, in government of Orissa, where we put in HR systems and really reached out to around 4.75 lakh employees So that's the level of impact if we start measuring on applications. That becomes important. And that's a summary, I would say, diverse experience summarized in how do we create a larger impact.